Hello everybody. I am reviewing today the Horse Concert Ukulele. It's 23 inches. Horse, you'll see a little horse on the on the ukulele, on one of the fret markers. And let's just talk about what I like about the ukulele, and then we'll look at what it comes with, and I'll also tell you a few things I don't like. The ukulele itself is actually pretty nice. At first when I got this, I have a lot of ukuleles, as you can see behind me. I thought the wood was a little thin. I think it's a laminate. It's not a solid wood instrument, but I thought it was a little thin. It felt really light. But after playing it for a while, I actually like how light it is, and I like how thin the wood is. It has a very jangly, almost like a banjo sound. So I do enjoy this lightness, and and there's no flaws on it. It looks really good. There's one little spot here that is like a little blemish, but it's so minor. Even with it being on the front, you can't even tell. Like, I'm sure you can't even see it here. If you're like really staring at it, yeah, but my hand's strumming, so no one's going to notice. And I mean, it's a pretty standard ukulele. Concert size, I like the concert size personally. Concert or tenor are usually what I play. I like that it doesn't have any roughness on the frets. That's really important. A lot of times when you buy a inexpensive ukulele, it has you can do this and you really feel the frets. This does not. It's bound. There's fret markers on the side, which is helpful. There's the fret markers on the actual, right where they should be. Again, the little horse, I like that. Tuning pegs are nice. I mean, I can't complain too much about that. I do like the headstock, this little swoop. That's really nice. I mean, usually headstocks are like, a little more creative. This is like very simple. Swoop, very nice. I like the horse logo. I enjoy that. It's a tie bridge, so some people really like them. They're pretty much a standard bridge for ukuleles, but I like a simpler bridge. I like the kind you just tie it out and you slide it into the slot, but tie bridges are fine. That's pretty much it for the ukulele. It's a pretty standard type of ukulele. I mean, nicer than a lot of them. I would have just I have been having trouble with it staying in tune. Like, I just tuned it before I started this video. It's pretty in tune. This E is a little bit. Okay, let's go. That's close enough. Now, you have to understand when you get a new ukulele, it's going to take a while for the strings to stretch and be in tune. But this one, these strings, I don't know what kind of strings they are, but they're just, they're not my favorite in the strings. I'll probably change the strings out. But again, that's standard with a lot of ukuleles. I mean, you get the strings that they come with are not top of the line. Okay, so how does it sound? 6 o'clock already, I was just in the middle of a dream. I was kissing Valentino by a crystal blue Italian stream. But I can't be late or else I just won't get paid. I mean, it sounds fine. I think it's jangly. It sounds nice. I've been playing it the past week, and I have to say that I've enjoyed this a lot. I mean, I have more expensive ukuleles, and this I've enjoyed. I mean, I like playing around. I like how light it is. I love that I can just like throw it on the couch. I don't worry so much. But that's not all. You don't just get the ukulele with this kit. It does not come with the tuner, which I think is a negative about this ukulele. I think that when you get a beginner kit, you should get a tuner, because tuners are very important. And not everyone has a tuner sitting around at home. It comes with a bunch of accessories. I'm going to put this down, and then I'm going to open these up and show you. It comes with a guitar strap. Now, I love this guitar strap. It's really fun, bright colored, but it's a guitar strap. It's not a ukulele strap. So I do play some guitar, so this is wonderful for me. I'm going to use it, but it's not really for a ukulele. Then it comes with a capo, or capo as some people say. This is a guitar capo. It says right there, guitar. Now, not the end of the world. Again, I have a guitar, so this is great for me. But I mean, it's probably not the best to use on a ukulele. I mean, there are ukulele capos. It comes with some strings. It's the same strings that are on the ukulele, so they're not the greatest. But hey, you know, free strings, I'll take it. And then it also comes with guitar picks, not ukulele picks. Usually ukuleles you use a felt pick if you use a pick at all, but it does come with some guitar picks. And again, that's fine with me because I could always use some other good picks. Okay, then the other thing it comes with, and this is what I think is really nice, it comes with a blue gig bag. Now, this is a nice gig bag, very well padded, and a lot of lower end ukuleles or budget ukuleles don't come with nice gig bags. This one I think is pretty nice for coming with it, and I like the horse logo. I just do, and I love that it's blue. It's my only gig bag that's blue. So it has room in the pocket to fit whatever you need. All these guitar accessories that you won't be able to use, but I really like it, so I cannot complain about it. The price on Amazon is $68.99 currently. Do I think it's a must buy for you? I don't know. It actually has I see a 15% off coupon for Prime members on the page right now, so that's a good deal. It gives you a little bit of a discount. When I compare this to my Acklots, which are right here, I have an Acklot. I think the Acklot is a better quality product, and I think you can even get it a little cheaper. But I also could see some people preferring this horse one. It has the blue gig bag. It has the horse on the fretboard. I could see people liking this a lot. So I think it really is up to you what your preference is. But this is a fine ukulele. I recommend it. I mean, I think it, and I mean, I think it sounds good. It sounds very different than my other ukuleles. I don't know what the wood is. Yeah, so to me it has, and the sound is really loud. I think that it has a good sustain, it's loud. So I pretty much say it's certainly a good deal. To me, it's certainly a good deal. The only negative, guitar accessories and the not having the tuner. And if I was going to make a recommendation for them, you very rarely use a capo when you're using the ukulele. Very rarely use a strap. Some people like it, but you really don't need it. And the gig bag is great. And then I would just get rid of the guitar strap and the capo and just do the tuner. Because then if you had a gig bag, this ukulele, and a tuner, I think that you just can't go wrong. It's great. But look around, see what else is out there when you're shopping for a ukulele, because there's a lot of variety. But I think this is a winner. The horse, and especially with the smooth fretboard. I mean, this is not the norm. You know, there's only a lot of the budget brands, they don't have smooth fretboard. So this is pretty nice, and this I kind of am digging the laminate wood. I mean, I don't know why, but I do. There's something about the lightness that I do like. Okay, well, that was my review. So horse concert ukulele from lotmusic on Amazon. I say it's a good deal. So if you're thinking about it, you know, definitely put it onto your list to consider. Okay, thanks a lot. Bye.
It's pretty nice there on the bag. It is nicely padded as well, I'll mention. I think it's a 5mm, might be a 10mm padding. It's nice and thick, though. I feel like it does protect the uke pretty well. Ukulele itself, it is a AAA mahogany, top, back, and sides, according to the manufacturer. I believe it is a laminate mahogany, of course. Very, very nice screen. I'm going to try to get up close to the camera here. Take a little look there. So we do have some nice, real distinct black and white, or light and dark striping on there. The side almost has a moire effect from the grain there, which is super duper nice. I do like the stain on it. It's got a nice, rich glow to it, nice honey amber kind of glow. Fretboard, nice inlay on there with the horse head, along with the fret markers, of course. Fret wires themselves are nice, no snags, nice finished edges there. Tuning machines are closed tuner, good quality. They seem to hold the tune real well. This should be pretty well tuned already. I'm going to tune it and play in just a couple of minutes here. The back of the ukulele, again, just that nice alternating light and dark pattern. It's just super nice selection on the wood. I was a carpenter once upon a time, so I appreciate the nice grain on a nice simple grain. Good stain on it. The stain is not too heavy. It does have the strap buttons on the bottom and on the neck. The neck itself is a kume. They refer to the fretboard and bridge as technical wood, which I'm sure is some sort of manufactured product, although I'm not exactly sure what it is. So that is the ukulele here. I did not bring a tuner out with me, but I'm going to go ahead and just strum on it. I tuned a reason, so it should be pretty close. I'm just going to play a couple of chords just to kind of get an idea of what it sounds like. Now, I am a very amateur player. I'm about a month into my playing, so I'm not very good, so I won't play anymore. I do want to comment on the quality instrument, though. It is a very quality instrument. It feels nice in the hands. It's well constructed. I don't see any flaws or glaring issues with the finish or fit. I see a couple little tiny things if I'm being super critical. There is a little bit of, it's like the felt washer here under the strap button protrudes a little bit from the strap button on one side and not on the other, slightly off center, but that is such a minimal thing that I have to be really looking for that. And if that's the kind of flaws I'm finding on this ukulele, then it is a fine instrument at the price they're asking for. A little over $60, a little bit less than $60 with the coupons on it. I'm really happy with it. It's a very nice ukulele. The case is nice. That's a big plus. I was a little disappointed in the accessories that came with it. The strap, I felt, was definitely a guitar type strap. It seemed too wide. It was a 2-inch wide strap. The capo was, again, I think too large. Again, it felt like a guitar accessory. There was no tuner with this one. That was something I noticed. The other ukuleles I bought through Amazon have always included a tuner. This one did not include that, so I was a little surprised by that. If you're a beginner, just beware. You'll have to purchase that separately. They're not expensive. It's just not included, so be aware. Beyond that, I really don't have a whole lot to say about it. It's a solid ukulele. I've got several others in this price range that are comparable. I do really like the finish. I think that if you're gonna buy a beginner instrument, a lot of times you're gonna be buying it based on, more than anything else, I think, price point and prettiness. What looks nice to you. They're all gonna, I think, sound fairly good, as long as you're not buying utter garbage. And this is definitely not utter garbage. But comparing in this price range, $50 to $60 ish, I think they're all gonna sound fairly similar, depending on strings, perhaps more than anything else. This one does have the D'Addario strings, the nylon strings. I find them a little brighter than the Aguila Nyla Guts, which I prefer. But this does have a nice bright sound, especially if you're looking for that ukulele typical brightness that a lot of folks like. So I'm very happy to have it. I'm probably going to restring it myself, but that's really my only beef with it is me not liking the strings, and that's not a function of the ukulele, that's a function of the strings, and that's easily changed. And again, very personal. So I think if this aesthetic appeals to you, if that does, and it very much appeals to me, if this aesthetic appeals to you, it sounds as good or better than any other ukulele you're going to find in this price range, I think. I don't think you can argue with any of the fit or finish on it. Again, I'm a little disappointed by the lack of a tuner, but that's a $8 problem, I think, to remedy. So, not a biggie on that one. So yeah, definitely a very nice ukulele. I'm going to give this 5 stars. I think that the small issues that I've identified are well within the range of not worth taking off a half a star for. And I just can't get over how pretty this finish is. It is just a beautiful, beautiful finish. I love the sides. I'm just going to show that one more time. That beautiful kind of moire pattern to it. It's just a really good selection of wood. They made good choices. They put a good stain on it. It's a beautiful instrument, and that's, as a beginner, I think you want to have something that you want to hold in your hand, you want to look at, you want to play. And certainly being pretty is a big part of that. So, 5-star ukulele right here. Check it out, guys. We make a great first ukulele, or if you're like me and can't stop buying them, it'll make a great 5th or 6th ukulele too, probably. So, y'all have a great day.
Hello, I'm Mark Donnell and welcome to this review of the 23-inch Horse Concert Ukulele. Now, before we get to the ukulele itself, let me tell you what else came with this kit. Came with some guitar picks, guitar capo, which can be used to change the tuning of the ukulele, a new set of strings in addition to the ones that are already on there. They are not labeled, so you'll need to look very carefully at the diameter of these strings when you go to switch them out. So don't just pull those other ones off and then hope you'll find it. So we have some more strings, and also on the back of the tag a basic set of ukulele chords, so you can start playing as soon as you get the ukulele. I have had the honor of playing this ukulele for about a week now. When it arrived, it was in this wonderful kit bag, and nicer than you might expect. It has soft padding, so I think it will protect the ukulele. Has a zippered pouch to put all of those extra items in. Pretty good stuff. And has a nifty picture of a horse on it. Inside this 23-inch concert ukulele. When you're talking about a concert ukulele, that is telling you the size of a ukulele. In this case, the concert ukulele is about 23 inches long. A soprano ukulele, which is this next size down, the smaller ukulele, is about 20 inches. Tenor ukulele, next size up, 26 inches. Baritone ukulele, the larger size, is 30 inches. It affects the size of the fretboard as far as it gets longer, and thus you have to spread your fingers out a little bit more. But it also gets wider, so it gives you more room should you have larger fingers. Soprano, concert, and tenor all have the same tuning, and baritone uses a different kind of set of tuning. This has lovely tuning pegs, which have been doing a really good job of keeping this instrument in tune this week. Now, when I first got it, I was amazed at how light it is. And oh, I didn't tell you, it came with a guitar with a uke strap, so you can put it around your neck and add a little splash and color to your performance. So it has that. Some people just hold it, a ukulele, and use their forearm to hold it in place. Very light, as I was saying. It seems it has really good bracing inside the uke, so it's and no spaces or gaps that would cause it to affect the sound. I noticed that perhaps because of the thinness of the wood, it has a much softer sound. Now, for some reason, one thing I love about this uke is the fact that when you have to play a bar chord, when you're having to use one finger to press down multiple strings, much easier to push them down than many of the ukuleles I've tried. So that would make it a really strong selling point for a beginning ukulele. Very pleasant sound. You will want to get yourself a tuner. That will be a very helpful tool for you. But other than that, I think this is a great beginning ukulele, and a ukulele that you'll be able to enjoy for years to come. A great start to your ukulele collection. Would I buy this ukulele to give to, say, a grandchild or to someone who's just learning ukulele? Would I think I was compromising by buying this ukulele? Not at all. It's a reasonable price, and they are going to be able to hear and learn from it and toughen up their fingers on these wonderful soft strings. So yes, the horse ukulele, the 23-inch concert ukulele, is a good would be a good choice, I believe. So there you go. And I hope you enjoy your ukulele, and if you have any questions, you can ask, and if you look down below in the description, I'll make sure I leave a link so you can find out where you can buy one. Thanks for watching.
Well, I'll show you a couple of chord changes on the thing. Using this little chart here, I'm going to do C chord, and I'm going to do an F chord, and I'm going to do a G chord. So I'll play those all together, and let's see how this works. I'm probably knocking this thing out of tune as hard as I'm hitting it, but you get the idea. Here we go. Now again, I think for a student, a child or something, this is about the right size. Got some pretty appointments on here. There's a little horse's head as a fret marker. That's pretty cool. Looks pretty nice. The fret ends are very sharp on this particular thing. Now, a lot of times what happens, the humidity is too high or too low, and there's shrinkage, and the fret ends kind of stick out. Now, that's a little risky for a kid or an adult even, but they can be sanded or emery boarded down to smooth them out, because that'll scratch up your finger pretty good. It doesn't cut me, but it's pretty sharp. Anyway, I think this is a pretty keen little instrument made by Horse. If you have some questions, shoot them my way. I'll do my best to answer them. I don't know a heck of a lot about the ukulele. I, of course, identify the ukulele with a Hawaiian instrument, but perhaps it's not. I don't know. Anyway, I just want to thank you for looking in on it. This is Willett signing off with Terry and Bella, our doggie. And we just thank you. And here you have the Horse 23-inch ukulele. Thanks very much. Willett signing off. Bye.
This review is for the Horse Concert Ukulele, and I'm going to give this a 4 out of 5 stars. There's a lot of things I love about it, and only a couple things I don't. This kit comes with a lot of awesome pluses. It comes with a fantastic gig bag, nice and padded. Even the pocket is padded, and it's not just your typical black. It's a real cool, kind of a canvasy, denim-y blue. I thought it was going to be gray, but it's actually blue. I don't know if it comes out on the video. But it also comes with a capo and a guitar strap, extra set of strings, and some picks. Now, the picks and the strap and the capo are all for guitar. Not going to really use the picks, although I don't really use the picks anyways. But the guitar strap, it'll work. The buttons are there, which is awesome. And the capo, it works on the ukulele, even though it's not meant for it. So I use them anyways. This is an awesome ukulele for your horse lovers. It's got a super cute little horse inlay here in the fretboard, and the horse emblem is not written on there. It's actually inlaid, which is nice, and I love that cute little decorative swoop there. Like I said, I do like that the buttons, the strap buttons, are already on there, so you can use a strap or you don't have to. The little cosmetic defects that I'm not a big fan of, but it doesn't really matter because the sound is so nice. There's like a little spot right here where the stain didn't take. You can't feel anything, but there's like a little off color. Maybe you can see it right there. And also on the fretboard along this side, the black stain just didn't take very well. Nice thing is when it came about a week ago, the frets were kind of poking out, but I think that has to do with the temperature when it was shipped. So right now, I don't feel anything, so that's fantastic. You don't want to feel those frets popping out. Gears are great. I love a little bit more decorative tuning pegs, but again, not a deal breaker or game changer. It sounds fantastic. It's got a nice, rich honey sound, which makes up for any of the other defects, because ultimately, if it sounds great, then great, that's what it's for. So there's some little strumming here for you. And then maybe just a little bit of a riff here for you so you can hear kind of what it sounds being plucked. Like I said, it's got a really nice, crisp, clear, rich, deep sound. So if you're looking for a beginner kit, this is fantastic, especially for horse lovers, which I have one in my family, so they're going to be really excited because this is probably going to be her guitar or ukulele. The one thing that I wish this kit had that it doesn't come with, that I think every beginner kit should come with, is a tuner. They don't cost that much. Don't know why they didn't just throw one in. I just bought an extra 2-pack so that I can have them laying around, because we've got a couple different guitars and ukuleles around, so you can never go wrong with having a couple extra of those around. Ultimately, great ukulele for the money, and especially if you have a horse lover in the family. So, it's my review.
yesterday we got this tenor ukulele. It's a 4-string ukulele. It's 26 inches. Comes with assortment of pieces. This guitar card capo, extra strings, your notes, and then 3 picks. Ukulele with this beautiful strap, right? And in this padded carrying case. It's padded, it's got a handle strap, and it's also got straps in the back so you can wear it like a backpack. It's actually very nicely padded. It will protect this in travel if you're gonna be traveling with this. It's 4 strings, right? You can tune them up here. Very well constructed. It's great. It's great. Actually, it's great for children to learn too, because it's only 4 strings. It's a lot easier. So far, we've learned to play "You're My Sunshine." I'm gonna save you. I'm gonna save you from not having to hear that, but you know, you can see the quality is very well made. Highly recommend it. I was able to get this with a coupon, I believe, and it was under $70. Great purchase.
And then pluck that one string that's messed up.
That's terrible.